Welcome back, folks, to the PlayAction Pod. I'm Christian McCollum, and I am joined right now by my main man, Andrew Spivey from GatorCountry.com. Spivey's my guy for everything down in Florida, down the swamp. If you're a Gator fan, please go to GatorCountry.com. They do a great job covering all things Florida down there. Spivey, what's going on, man?
Man, just ready for football season. Glad to have the swamp and, stadiums around the country packed again, hopefully, and feel that energy. Ready for it. It's a weird year last year. We all know that. Not to hear the crowd, in different places. I missed that Jacksonville crowd, that Georgia-Florida crowd, in Jacksonville. That really made me miss crowds in football. So, ready for it.
Yeah, we had a little taste of it last week with Week 0, but this is the real deal now. Week 1 coming up. First of all, overall outlook for Florida. You guys lost a couple beasts in Trask and Pitts. What's the outlook for Florida, though, heading into the season?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of all comes down to Emory Jones. What's Emory Jones bring to the table? He's a very strong arm guy, more of a mobile quarterback than Kyle Trask. You're not going to ask Emory Jones to drop back and throw the ball 30 times, 40 times like Trask did last year. I think you can think that Florida will probably be about 60-40 run to pass. And that all kind of goes down to the offensive line. How good Florida's offensive line will determine how good this football team is this year. And there's some question marks at the offensive line. Then there's some couple of spots in left tackle at Richard Garage and left guard Ethan White, two guys that are very, very good. And then you have on the other side two veteran guys who last year had a down year. Was that due to COVID? Was that due to being new to the offense? What was that kind of, accustomed to? We don't know. We'll see. But this offense for Florida will go as the offensive line does. Obviously, they need to be able to pass or run block for Emory Jones. And to see the weapons, they're not there like they were last year, but they still have a lot of weapons. Florida probably has one of the, if not the deepest running back rooms in America. I mean, when you talk about third and fourth string as Lorenzo Lingard and DeMarcus Bowman, coming out of high school, those are two of the top backs in the country. And, right now, Florida and Dan Mullet are going to struggle to get them enough touches because Damian Pierce, Malik Davis, and Naquan Wright are three guys who kind of invested and been around the program for so long. So, very deep group there. Defensively, can't get worse than last year. Bringing in Wesley McGriff in that secondary, a former SEC defensive coordinator, going to bring a lot of energy to that group, more communication to that group. You expect that the group will communicate a lot better, be able to line up a lot better. You expect the defense to be better. The defensive line should be better. They have the 3 transfers in Daquan Newkirk from Auburn. They picked up Tyron Truesdale yesterday from Auburn. And then you have from Penn State, Antonio Valentin, who also came in at defensive tackle. Those 3 guys are going to be needed a lot. Florida's banged up a little bit inside, but on the edge, you got Brenton Cox, Zach Carter, who most people are saying could be have the biggest jump as far as his prospect go, and possibly be a first round guy. So, overall, I think you're looking at a team that's probably second in the East overall, probably 10-2, 9-3 in that area. Tough game against Alabama week 3 in the swamp. We'll see where that goes. That'll kind of be the determining factor. Georgia with a much easier schedule overall, probably takes the East unless JT Daniels is just a bad quarterback.
Looking ahead to this week, I mean, you guys got Florida and Atlantic, open up Florida Atlantic, hanging a big number, 23.5, 24.5. What's your thoughts on the opener?
Yeah, I mean, I think Florida should cover in the game. I mean, N'Kosi Perry is a guy who transferred in from Miami, playing quarterback for FAU. I think they'll be a little bit better offensively than they were last year. The thing for me to question people and to question, whether Florida will cover or not is Dan Mullen doesn't run up the score. For whatever reason, he does not run up the score. When it becomes the third and fourth quarter and he's got a big lead, he kind of sits on it. He tries to run the ball. I think they're definitely going to try to generate some excitement early on with Emory Jones because there's a lot of question marks about him. And this is really Dan Mullen's first team that's every one of these guys are his guys. All 22 guys are guys that he's recruited to play for him. That didn't happen last year. 75% of the team last year was Jim McElwain guys. So I think Dan Mullen's wanting to prove a lot in this game. I just don't know that, late in the game, FAU may get some garbage points and Florida may not answer there. So that 23.5, I think, it's questionable. I say they cover because they're a much, much better team than FAU, but Dan Mullen, knowing his history, I think it'll be up in the air.
Spivey says watch out for FAU, the backdoor cover, but Florida should be able to take care of business. Like I said, please go to GatorCountry.com. Check out everything they're doing for Florida. They just started their play action contest. Going to get some guys over there competing. Have fun with the year. It should be a great year, Spivey.
Yeah, it should be a great year. I'm glad to be doing this with you, and I'm excited for it, and hopefully have a good football season this year. Looking forward to a lot of teams. I think it's kind of open overall. I don't know that there's one team that's really going to run away from things this year. It should be an exciting year. Battle for that 14 playoff.
It always is. It always is. We'll have you back, so we appreciate it.
Absolutely, Christian. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.